DIY number 1. I picked up this pumpkin. I believe it was last year. It was on clearance from the Dollar General. And I believe it was like $3. I really loved it. I love the detail on it, but I wanted to add something, do something different with it. So I'm going in with the color of moss, which is my favorite color for the fall this year. And I'm going to go over this. I'm going to paint the whole thing. It took me like 2 coats of paint to get a good complete coverage. And like I said, this color, once you'll see once I get it painted, it just was gorgeous. Then what I did is I just took some sandpaper and I went over the raised areas, like the little leaves on the side and the word that says fall, and I just scratched it a little bit just to give it like a little distressed look where you could actually, also you could see the raised portions. And I thought that this was absolutely gorgeous when it was finished. I thought it looked like a high-end piece. And it just goes to show that you do not have to spend a lot of money, to get that high-end look that you see like in all these other stores like Kirkland or whatever. You can do it with dollar store items. And like I said, here I am just still doing some more distressing. What I do is I add a jute twine around the stem, as you can see right there. And then I'm just going in and I am just adding a little shoestring bow to the top, using just a little bit of hot glue just to hold it in place. And I think that it turned out just gorgeous. Just let me know what you think in the comments below. We're going on to DIY number 2. I got this little wooden board here from the Dollar Tree, and I had to do a little bit of sanding around the edges, but what I'm using here is just some moss color chalk paint, just giving it a good coat. It took 2 coats of paint to cover it. Covered the sides as well. And yes, there's a lot of moss color used in this video. I got this it's a little glass house shape picked up from the Dollar Tree, as well as these beautiful rub-on transfers. And I mean, I think they just add, such a nice look, for just $1.25. It's just gorgeous. Then I added some little berries, but you'll see I put the berries down and then I put the bow down, and I realized that I did it backwards, so I'll be going in and changing that around, and you'll see at the final reveal, which the final reveal for the next 3 projects will be at the end of the video. This is such a simple and cute little project here. And what I'm doing here, adding a generous amount of hot glue to the back of this little house, and I'm going to lay it right down there on that board. I go in and add some Spanish moss to the bottom. And right there is a little bit out of frame, but I just set it down on top of a Dollar Tree candlestick to complete this look. On to DIY number 3. I have this big old sign. I picked this up at a garage sale for $1. And I didn't really care much for it, but I did want to use the sign part. So here I am going in once again with the color of moss. This took 2 coats of paint to give it a complete coverage. I love the shape of this sign, and I knew when I seen it that I could use this for another project. So that's what I'm always doing, is picking up stuff like that. And I have these little Dollar Tree pumpkins, which I went in and I cut them in half, used my heat knife, and I'm going in here and I am painting this one with the color of steel. I have one cut in colored in chestnut and the other one in plaster. I'm going in with Waverly Antique Wax and just giving a little bit of distressing where the little lines are at on the pumpkin, because no pumpkin is perfectly clean. Well, perfectly orange, I guess you would say. They've always got those little lines, and I thought this would be a perfect way to add these on there. So here I am just going away. I got a little heavy-handed there in a couple of areas, but that's okay. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's a pumpkin. So what I'm doing now is I'm going to be gluing all 3 of these little pumpkin halves to this board. And I think this turned out so cute as well. And almost all of my materials that I used for this video was purchased at the Dollar Tree, except for like the first pumpkin, which was Dollar General, but it was on sale. And then the board here, which was $1. So, and here I am. I've got several different kinds of ribbon out. I'm attempting to make one of those messy bows. Now I'm wanting to take some time, a few days, to go, look at different tutorials on bow making, because it is not one of my strongest areas. I mean, it's not my weakest area, but I do need a little bit of work on this. And so, yeah, I'm going to be watching some tutorials, learn how to do it properly. And I'm going to bunch it up in the middle. I'm going to take a piece of jute twine and I'm going to just tie it in a double knot, so I don't want it to come apart. And then I'm going to take it and fold it down, fold it in half, and then I'm just going to start poofing out the different types of ribbon. Now, I love every one of these different ribbons all put together. I just love that. Different patterns. I think it's adorable. You have to let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate you guys watching. And, I really enjoy putting these videos together for you. If you're not yet a member of my YouTube family, please consider subscribing and please give me a thumbs up. It helps my channel to grow, helps YouTube to push me out just that much more. And in the drop-down menu of the notification, if you hit all, YouTube's going to let you know every time that I upload a video. And I try to upload twice a week. It's either a video on my own or I'll be going out, and joining into a collaboration. And here's the final reveal of the 3 projects the last 3 projects, I should say. And I hope that you guys enjoy them. And I pray that you guys have a blessed and wonderful day. And I'll quit yapping now and you can finish watching the video.